Okay, so this is Zone 5 this time, as opposed to whatever the
But it
fuck.
just didn't it just say Zone 4 on the top screen?
No,
It didn't transition, I know, but still.
Altitude limit. Oh god, it's the sky level again.
I actually kind of like this one. I don't know why.
Well, Blaze has a lot more air times. It's a bit
Blaze
more
altitude
maneuver.
limit, yeah. That's exactly why it tolerated more because of her aerial.
Well, I mean, like, even when I'm playing as Sonic, I at least like the thematic of this level, because I don't know, something about it being high in the sky I think is a cool visual idea.
So Wing Fortress Zone is your favorite zone in Sonic 2?
Well, Wing Fortress Zone was the only decently designed... No, wait, Wing Fortress Zone? No, fuck that level. That
Well-
wasn't... I think of that more as an as like a fortress, air fortress level. This is like being in the sky, with just a couple of really, really flimsy metal beams supporting you. I know, so I don't know. I find the visual motif cool.
One has to wonder what the purpose of all these structures is.
You can question that about pretty much everything Eggman makes.
Well, I don't know if Eggman actually made this. I think there's just some random floating beams in the middle of the sky, and then they just decided to have a boss fight there for
If
what.
conquering it brings us closer to Eggman, it's built by Eggman.
Well, not necessarily.
Oh, good job.
I hate that. I hate that you can't land on rails. It's actually one thing that bothered me about that too. You can only enter a rail from the very beginning of it.
No,
If
you
land in
can.
No, you can from
you
any
can
here.
jump on rails in this game. It's just I don't know why I couldn't jump on those specific ones.
All right, then that's just bullshit right there. But Advance 1,
Yeah.
that.
There's this area at the beginning near the beginning of the rail, I should say, where you can jump on it and land on it. But if you
Well,
try to go
even when
through
you
the
were
middle,
even when you were at the beginning of a rail, I found rail grounding in Sonic Advance really damn finicky.
Oh, it was totally last minute, but still, it always bothered me that you could middle or the very end of it. You had to you had to enter from the very beginning of it. I didn't like that. I think Advance 2 fixed that.
Yeah.
Not like the rail grinding added anything to Sonic
No,
Advance.
in a 2D game, rails are pretty fucking pointless.
Well, in this game, they at least give you an easy way to up your boost meter.
in Sonic
so,
Advance 1, in Sonic Advance 1, the rails didn't actually even do anything for the level design. Like, there would be a rail along this hill that you would run down anyway. So
They
you
were
had the
there
option
so that
to
you
hop
could have-
up and grind, but there was no reason to.
Rails in Sonic Advance were just there so Sonic could feel special. Because really, Sonic was just the boring character in Advance 1. Everybody else had something cool that they could do. And
Off the
there's-
top of my head, I think some rails led you to different pathways. Off the
But
top of
you
my
can
head.
still
few.
get to those. You can still get to those just as easily as Tails or Knuckles, though.
Well,
They were
I'm just saying.
really
it's
only
Sonic,
there
not-
so that Sonic could experience every single path in the game. It's really the only reason why they put them in there. Well, I think Amy could grind on rails too, but I have no
Yeah.
idea why you're deciding to play as Amy in Advance 1.
It's
Just,
pretty
Because
hard.
it's the hard mode.
eh,
Actually,
I-
that was surprisingly fun in this one Sonic 1 mod where you played as Amy.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
So did they use her Sonic CD sprite or?
Yes,
I
a bit modified.
forget which sprite. Yeah, I
they
forget
had to
which sprite they
modify
used, but they
to
used
give-
her gameplay style.
Well, I'm sure that they had to create new sprites for her. I don't think she even had the hammer in CD.
No.
Didn't they only give her that in Fighters? No, I thought she would.
The fight first introduced the hammer. Yeah.
Woo!
Gosh, those spikes make a weird sound when you.
Haters gonna hate.
You see, this is what trying to do this section without boosting is like. Lots and lots of pain.
Like that.
Yeah, like,
And we're back at the beginning.
well, that's because I died.
So you should just be boosting the entire time.
I was just trying to show off what it's like trying to do it without boosting. It's obnoxious. That's what it's like.
Some of these spike placements are just. It's like, you're not boosting. I'm gonna blindside you now.
If you're boosting and you land on the spikes in midair, will you still break through them, or will
Yeah.
that
I
not
think
count?
so. I
Yeah.
think so.
Objects on upper screen may be closer than they appear. Going up through that spike section looks a whole lot more perilous than it actually is.
Well, a trick that you can do is that if you jump, the floating platform thing goes down a bit. So what you want to do is you want to jump into the enemies in order to kill them, so you get a little bit more maneuvering room. I just fucked up and rammed into a wall though, so I couldn't get to the highest route there.
Yeah.
Also, if you're too slow on this platforming section, you die. Because if you don't reach the top quick enough, then there's a limited amount of platforms you can jump on. So then you'll
laser in the bottom.
Yeah, there's a there's either a pit or a death laser there. So.
You know, it occurs to me if Blaze used her fire powers on the parachute, she might actually be able to use it to fly.
Oh, like a hot air balloon?
Yeah, sort of.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool, but
Hot.
It would be cool as hell. Now, I just sort of wish they had taken that opportunity because it would have given Blaze something unique to do.
well, what about this? We have a hand glider right here. She can use her rocket heels to get to the final stage of the game.
Hang glider, that would have been.
You
cool
know,
too.
you can't gain altitude in a hang glider like this. You have to do
rocket
like,
heels.
You can if there's enough wind.
If you're going fast enough and
well,
you
not
tilt
like this.
upward, if you're going fast enough and you tilt upward, you can gain altitude. It's tricky, and you need to have a certain amount of speed so you can get the lift.
But not like that. You can't just sort of go up. You need to do things.
Yeah, but Blaze has rocket heels.
Yeah,
Wow,
but there
that's
was
just
no
them
rocket
being-
coming out of the heels.
That's just them being lazy with sprite work.
I just never had that hang glider section there either. I mean, I get the whole 3D thing, but
3D,
like-
level gimmicks, etc., etc.
yeah, but it's just it's not a particularly fun section. It's just sort of a waste of.
It's more fun than elevators.
It's more fun than the hang glider in Sonic 2 for Game Gear. Hey, if
You know
it's
what I
as long as
wish
it's not that bad, I will accept it.
You know what I wish they'd bring back? Spring shoes. Rocket shoes. Fucking rocket shoes. I want that power up back, damn it. I want to wipe out into things again.
The less we bring up about Triple Trouble, the better.
Triple Trouble's not that bad.
I still don't like it.
Oh, well, to each his own, obviously, at that point, but I don't think it was that bad. Obviously, it doesn't compare to the quality of the Genesis games, but it was a nice little romp.
It had Knuckles in it. Huzzah!
And Fang the Sniper.
And Fang the Sniper, which nobody ever seen again, except for the fighters.
Nobody cared about Fang the Sniper. The selling point was that Knuckles was on the cover. That game was released around the time Knuckles was cool.
This was cool.
Yeah, it was
Back
one
in the
time when he
Genesis
was
days.
there was this one time when Knuckles was like the White Ranger of the series. Everyone wanted to be him when you played the game at school or recess or something.
I have a very hard time believing that.
Kid.
90s.
90s was a silly time.
This was also before they made him dumb as bricks.
Yeah, Knuckles was the cunning one at the time.
He got full
Was that-
peg then.
He was that bad hack.
Well, to be fair, he didn't know any of them at the time.
Out of Supersonic.
Well,
at the beginning of the game.
dude, he's a fat bastard with an army of robots. And
Hey, you want to
I'll
know
get-
who else is a gigantic fat bastard with an army of robots?
Dr. Light.
Santa Claus. And he's a
he
good guy.
doesn't have a robot.
How do you know
Okay,
the elves
first
aren't
off,
robots?
Those aren't robots. Those are elves. And
Same
reindeer.
difference.
Well, no, these are.
They're slave labor.
They're innocent creatures that have been enslaved to work on building animal-shaped things.
Well,
and-
no, how do you know that the elves are slave labor? Who knows?
They don't
get
get.
paid.
They don't know.
Well, they get okay. They get free room and board.
So do slaves.
So just fuck, you're right.
What, do you think the slaves curl up outside the front door and sleep there?
They're probably paid in well, I don't know. Every Christmas movie I've seen has the elves be happy that they're there.
Brainwashed.
A facade, I assure you.
Ugh.
Well, that's
Brainwashed.
for publicity.
when everyone becomes a Malcolm, it's a little rehabilitation clinic.
I imagine that if they get paid, it's something like the Prinnies from Disgaea 4.
Bison dollars.
I forget exactly
Saint
what it
Nicholas.
was like.
St. Nichols. What about this? What about the novelty Santa ones that grocery stores give out during the holidays? So it's Saint Nick dollars and Susan and Mrs. Claus Susan B. Anthony coins. Spinning birdie kick.
I would say the hurricane kick in Japanese, but I don't know how to pronounce it. God fucking,
I
she
like
likes
how-
some pound cake.
I like how Eggman is like flipping through the air there, and he's just as calm as a cat. You'll regret this. It's like he's bored by blasting off.
He's just so used to it at this point.
Like roller coaster action doesn't even phase this guy anymore. Could probably sleep through one of those Six Flags with like 10 billion loops.
Okay, I'm just gonna get it out right now. I hate fucking sliding head cutscenes in games. I fucking hate these things. It's just like
You
there
have the
can't.
entire top part of the screen there. Just keep their models on there. Just make the bubbles appear.
This is the laziest way to tell a story in any sort of video game ever, and I hate it in every single game that has them.
If it was a game in the early '90s, I would.
I,
agree.
I will say that if there's enough visual help, enough flair to the style, you can pull off visual novel style storytelling well, and it would be fun to go through. But this is not how you do that.
It's just.
We gave Toho Vania shit for that, and Sonic Rush is kind of guilty of the same thing.
They have models for all of these characters, so how much harder could it have been to just have them walk around?
We gave Tohovania shit for mostly the borked translation, the portraits not having proper emotes. This has neither of those things, but it's somehow less interesting to watch anyway.
Well, I think it's more just that the story's sort of it. Okay, you want to know what it is? There's too much text for such a stock plot. That's what it is. It's just,
They give you no sense of what the characters are doing while they're talking, first of all. And also, it's just like, it doesn't even attempt to be an interesting cutscene, because it's literally just portraits.
Lewis?
And then
Lewis?
Lewis was kidnapped by ninjas.
Lewis!
Dun, dun, dun.
dun, dun, dun.